Hi everyone. I'm going to read you, since I didn't find a video on YouTube, I'm going to read you the story. So please pay attention. Remember all, all the pronunciation. Don't forget your periods, your commas. You know you have to stop. Don't read too fast. And please pronounce better. So the story is called Toward a Rainbow Nation by Lavendry Pillai. I'm not sure it's pronounced this way, but let's begin. People ask me all the time, "What are you?" I say, "I'm South African." Then they say, "No, no, no. But what are you?" When I was small, I was always told that my great grandfather came from India to pick sugar cane, but my family doesn't really have ties to India anymore. So I say, I was born here. I've lived here my whole life. I don't know anything else, so I'm South African. I've grown up different from a lot of other teenagers in South Africa because I've been subjected to all different races and different kinds of people. I'm a really lucky person. Since I was 7, I've gone to school at Sacred Heart, where everybody's completely mixed. We've got colored, black, British, Chinese, white, Indian, Africans, everybody. So from an early age, I learned to accept these different people. In our school, it's about what kind of reputation you make for yourself, what kind of people you are. I've lived in Yeoville most of my life with my mother, sister, and 2 brothers. It's a place where many cultures live. It's really nice living here because you get to find out about people and what their lives are like. You're not judging them. You really can actually get to know what's going on with them. People in Newville don't care about what you look like. People are just themselves. I have a really big group of friends, and within that group, we have the whole country. But there's never been any weirdness between us at all. We aren't black, white, Indian, or colored. We're just us. We don't actually look at anybody's race. It's just, "Hey, you're my friend. You're a nice person. I like you." We do regular teenage things together. We gossip a lot like normal girls. And on the weekends, we sleep over in each other's houses and phone people and find out what they've been doing. We talk about music, we go to the movies, we swim. Because we're mixed, we're more powerful. We get to learn from each other. If I were to be in a completely Indian community, it would always be the same things. But when I visit my friends' homes, I see differences in their settings, and all of our families deal with things totally differently. It's always a learning experience. I've also been to Soweto and El Dorado Park, a colored township near Johannesburg, many times, and I've been able to see what other people are actually going through. It's good for me to see that I'm not the only person on earth and that not everybody lives like me. I've been able to grow up with everything I need. If I didn't see those places, I would think that everybody had normal houses and enough money to do what they wanted, like I do. Then I think I'd be quite small minded. A lot of our parents call my friends and me the Rainbow Nation. I think it makes them feel good to see us together. It's kind of what everybody should be like, racial wise, how people should interact with each other, but don't. When our parents were small, they had apartheid. They didn't have the opportunity to mix. And I'm sure they envy us for having all of the new experiences that they never would have even dreamed of having when they were young. But as a nation, I don't think we can call ourselves the rainbow people yet. Most South Africans are still completely trapped in apartheid mentally. I've had a lot of experiences with racism, like at this restaurant when the people there wouldn't serve us because of our color. Everybody else got up and left when we came in, and then it took half an hour for the waiter to come serve us, and then an hour to get our breakfast. Even though apartheid not law anymore, it's still alive. People still divide themselves into these cliques: black, colored, Indian, white. Like when my friends and I go to the mall, we notice that other people give us really weird looks. I think it's because we're so mixed, and others have been raised with this wall blocking them. They're like, wow, what's wrong with that group? How could they be comfortable with each other? I think it's good for people to see us because it's showing them that you can have fun with another race. It's not abnormal. People need to see that aside from their cultural differences and their skin color, we all need the same basics. We all need to breathe, drink water, eat. We're all exactly the same. They should just look beyond what they've been taught. They should try and have an open mind about things. Most South Africans will probably find this very difficult, but it's definitely worth it. If someone did come up to say she wanted to mix, we'd say, all right, come join us. If she was scared, I'd say, I know it might be difficult because you haven't done it before. But all of you have to do is think about what kind of people there are and not what they look like. Try closing your eyes and talking to them, and then you'll get used to them, and eventually you won't think about where they're from. You'll learn to appreciate people for who and what they are, to see past everything. I think people my age should learn about apartheid because it is our past. It's our parents and our grandparents. It affects us. If we know the history of our country, we'll be able to know what was wrong about what people did and not to do it again. But at the same time, I think we should be making a future. We can't just get stuck in one place, always staying on the same subject. My generation was lucky enough to not have been part of the struggle against apartheid, to have been only young when elections happened. We've grown up in another times when race is no longer governed by law, no longer an obligation. That gives us the freedom to address anything. We need to learn how to move on, to look at other issues that affect us, to try and do better, more different things. Our generation is more open-minded than our parents, and this makes me optimistic about this country. Since it's up to us, I think we can change things. And the end. So this is the story for the week. Please read it, look at the video, and please look at my pronunciation. Bye.